penny ejina ma efiade atwamu ya krata na yugina hinnensa ehyasie Jesse papa no yaji na dwuma firi nsem. Now some of the key findings Shraj report no edibetuja ma menje brana fei making kind key findings in mu kakana fei wi a yengina so entwetwe enkomo. The following constitute the key findings of the investigations. 1. Talent Discovery Limited TDL was incorporated on 19th June 2017, 3 months after the respondent was appointed CEO of PPA in March 2017 by the respondent and his brother-in-law Francis Kwekwahin, the respondent being a majority shareholder. The respondent is both a director and shareholder of TDL, and Francis Ahin, respondent's brother-in-law, is a director, shareholder, and CEO of TDL. In effect, the respondent has personal interest in TDL, financial and relational. Although the respondent claimed that he had resigned as director of TDL by reason of letter dated 5th September 2017, addressed to the CEO and company secretary of TDL, all relevant official records of the company showed that he remained a director of TDL at all material times, and that his purported resignation letter had no probative value whatsoever. The evidence supports the allegation that TDL participated in a number of restricted tenders, which applications came before the respondent in his capacity as CEO of PPA and member of the board of PPA for approval. TDL was awarded 10 contracts through restricted tender between June 2017 and 22nd October 2019. However, the evidence did not support the allegations of award of contracts through sole sourcing. The respondent participated in the decision-making process on restricted tender applications that had TDL shortlisted without disclosing his private capacity, financial and relational interest in the page 182 of 188 company or recusing himself, except on one occasion, in violation of the board's resolution on the matter and Article 284 of the Constitution. The evidence further showed that the respondent, on at least 2 occasions, used his office as CEO of PPA improperly by altering the decision of the board to the benefit of TDL, a company in which he has a personal, financial and relational interest. Officials of TDL, Thomas Amoa, administrative manager, who is also sometimes described as general manager, project manager or group manager, and Abigail, the office secretary, the company in which respondent is majority shareholder and director, were clearly seen and heard in the documentary offering to sell contracts awarded to TDL by public procurement entities through restricted tender. The evidence also established a pattern of movement of large volumes of cash through the respondent's bank account between March 2017 and August 2019, far in excess of his known income. Stanbic Bank USD account $516,222 and an was accounting him, and a face CD account 3.83 million Ghana cedis, Euro account 54,500 euro, UMB bank account $110,000. The respondent could not offer satisfactory explanation to the source of that huge volume of cash that passed through his bank account between March 2017 and August 2019. Unexplained wealth. The totality of the evidence showed that the respondent had put himself in a position where his personal interest, financial and relational, conflicted with the performance of the functions of his office as CEO and board member of PPA. Key findings from Shraj investigations on you know and marking kind of Mami kwa humano suna femini ora Emmanuel Tete or ye procurement analyst meneno enshem komotwetwe no as me say tell me nka
me tell nka
awade wo ho
oh nyame adum ya so ye wa awade
ya de nyame ase wo ye procurement analyst findings in fact first off documentary Manasi eyeye me gidi say unya bi hwe utimi follow ye wo share documentary ni wie ye no who is saying?
In fact, I na many ways so. And say, my professionals in the field, and we hold the procurement, profession in high esteem. And for somebody who is supposed to be a light and a leader in the procurement field, as far as public procurement is concerned, next or no, also turning a referee and a player. It doesn't augur well. Now, I'm saying it's based on some weaknesses in the system. It capitalizes on the weaknesses in the system. And now, yes, because Ghana, you need procurement auditors, you need stores auditors, you need project auditors. And this will be the Bonino Kwasa. Now, an institution like audit service, government are mandated to audit government institutions. Now, I wonder whether they have chartered procurement practitioners in their midst. Because some more chartered procurement practitioners are to me errors. But Nimpani will audit service. Not only a fan as accountant, some audit procurement only knowledge about procurement process. He doesn't understand the principles and practice procurement. Pre-qualification say only. Inti so kwa ono be no raw for fine bra what also tender we tender it should be supported by 5 companies. Meanwhile companies now was apart from the first one the remaining 4 are fictitious just to support the tender. So we shall obi na about so a contract a company of the contract they teach them the fictitious way to do it. Now, we don't have auditors who can audit the process. In terms of 4 people are having their own way. And another problem, say, a man contract for 6 Ghana by and say, say abano so a and from so if you abano. Oma ya point to more as in public procurement. Political influence supersedes your professional capacity and capability. Say nimpano ni mejumano. So money I find a procurement. And it runs through up to ministerial level. Local institutional do how your history or investing. They can procurement. Or do or your HR. I know procurement. There is a procurement human woman. And so yes, revenue. 60% of our revenue goes into procurement. And it tends to be waste. See this. Remember more exercise
Me too.
Member exercise, more basically institutions or more stores. I'm telling you this because I've been in procurement for 25 years. More institutions or more stores, you will reap. Nemo kotra, nemo share waste Nyama yakra, ebeguho, I use for years. I don't want to mention specific institutions. But mokwa, bobo nyama yakra, eguho. You see a sack out of you. Woman keep proper inventory control. You need inventory management system. Because some of they don't understand procurement. Stock taking, they been stock taking. That's record now one repeat it physically, they don't do it. They can't categorize fast moving items, slow moving items, redundant stock.
Okay.
But procurement system no ayabasa.
Alright, yanko classroom kakra. The Public Procurement Law 2003 Act 663 Minim say eyemra ene na ebo sa procurement na ene metiti sa no nyina eho eban. Embra no e kan den important. Ratete.
Yeah, embra no e kan me copy quite the minimum.
Okay.
Public procurement at 2003. What the law, what the policy is saying, the act is saying is that the public procurement authority is supposed to supersede all government procurement. All government procurement. You know what it does in the sense. One more mandate in the sense. Things like sole sourcing should go to them for approval. Are you listening?
Me too.
Because sole sourcing, the reason why sole sourcing, I say call PPA, they say. I'm not to me analyzing who say, oh, say Ghana me because of its security nature. No, I say woman specific source. Bank of Ghana, I say yes, so source. And I know PPA will liaise with Bank of Ghana and then handle it. But so individual, institution because yes, so source now. They have to look at it like a electoral commission. Problem you know, and only say shouldn't have gone through sources. PPA is supposed to ensure that those things are done in line with the Public Procurement Act. Then the issue of restricted tendering, I have a problem with that. Restricted tendering should not go to PPA. And know that lapses in a man, Mr. AB, or capitalizing on it. Because we have Public Procurement Act now. I have before me here this in regional hospitals, Sunyani, registration and update of suppliers and service providers register for 2020, which appeared in Daily Graphic Monday, January 27, 2020. Now, let me give you a caption of what came. The regional hospital, Sunyani, pursuant to provisions of the Public Procurement Act 2003 Act 663 and the Public Procurement Amendment Act 2016 Act 914, invites eligible suppliers, contractors, and service providers who are interested in doing business with the hospital to apply for consideration for the compilation of the hospital suppliers database for the 2020 financial year. Suppliers already registered with the hospital are also reminded to renew their registration for 2020. Registration is free. Now, what it tells you is that every year, every government institution is updating the supplier, contractor, and service provider list. That list is used for restricted tendering. It's also used for national competitive tendering. For example, in Drua, they don't go to PPA to seek approval. Internally generated register. Normally invite restricted tendering, national competitive tendering. But a ban so source now. That is where they have to go to PPA and Mbrana etre. But PPA also for almost Mbrano, almost after restricted tendering number. And I have a problem from my experience. And she said that cross na a war or more PPA at wrong. Because say what I say update to register. Now through the register, no more store then why should they come back to you? The same action is giving them permission to compile lists of suppliers, contractors, service providers, and the buyers or moving here bibiata. Or make us say, oh, you turn you want an ex chemist or so
me too.
They have an ex chemist, they have Tobinco, and these are registered and then repeatable supplies of drugs. And straight away, they send tender document to them or invitation to quote ITT to them. No more quickly, no more sending email, so that hospitals they will not lack basic drugs, and that is how it goes. So look at almost they should come back to you. Then for what? And then a demand laughs. The man, Mr. ABA, again, and the cohort, capitalize on it. So what I say?
Yeah.
Well, what I said, one more register, no more maintaining on the database, no more use for restricted tendering, for invitation to quote, based on the almost threshold. And you can't threshold that I say approval limit. Say be almost tender entity committee. No, say you invite them so you told me and you told stationary. Say you better 25,000 Ghana cedis worth. The entity tender committee can give it to management for management to approve. A call beyond 50,000, it has to go to the board. So what I say, and the limit now, for which he said, limit instead of you man be able to wow. So what I say,
but all right, me so. I mean, is it not strange? Already one mentioned the one making points and it say. There are some weaknesses in our systems. Say appointed March 2017. Now they one incorporated company in June 20 of the same year 2017. And it will be me actually. Is it not strange? Rather than
and then I mean say yes, system we are not doing the work professionally. Professionals now engage you on procurement if I tell you, say, me personally, 2016 to date, I'm not working. Can you believe it? Meanwhile, no, I'm a chartered procurement practitioner. I'm a project manager, but the system as it is, do not recognize professionals. Until you are there, yes, you are there, you are not recognized. Look, let me tell you, this is a fact I will tell the nation. I did project management in the university. I paid $10,000 to pursue the project management course. After graduation in 2016, I'm at home. I'm not working. 2016, there was a government in place. We were not recognized. Up to now, nobody recognizes. Meanwhile, our records are there. We are chartered procurement people. Nobody is giving us the recognition. Yet, when there's a problem on procurement, they call us. Now, on this PPA, PPA issue, contract for sale, I was called last year for my advice, and I told the whole world that the president should ensure that this man is put on suspension. The president acted on it, and I even indicated that they should refer the case to the office of the special prosecutor. The government did it. Now we are helping the government, but it appears they are not recognize our effort. Now, when it comes to PDS, for example, PDS, they use the restricted tender, which was wrong. And I wonder why the committee that set up the PDS issue, they don't have any procurement person on the board. The media board, the media committee, anything to do with procurement, we need professionals to handle it. But the nation is not recognizing the efforts of procurement people.
Okay.
And always we are throwing money into the sun. Money is going into the drain. We are not protecting the public purse. You give revenue, all right. You give real. How effective do you use the money? Nobody cares about it. Contracts are being inflated all the time. And the weaknesses in the system are giving way to others. So what I say?
Yeah. But ora tata mami bisao se si idea ora ejanim ena ya terminate najuma. But do you think it's fair? Me bisa because there's a board who are supposed to oversee the activities of the PPA, and they ononkwa ena ya jina najuma free Nsem. Is it fair? Ora tata.
When maybe
me too.
As I'm saying, I'm saying but let me say it.
Me too.
We put essentially a second segment now. There's what we call collective responsibility. Now, board, what were they doing? The board of PPA should be held liable. Because Mona Esamofe, are buying at from Samonia board, no formulated policies, and farmer management no money. Now, Motivo, Nimpano say, contra any bar, restricted tendering about 14 times, or the bar, no, or exclusion, no move to the next day. Professionally, it is wrong. But
in a case where, according to reporting, Orajenim was altering the decisions of the board. And So
what was the board chairman doing? The board chairman, is he saying that Mr. A.B. Ade, the powers to supersede the board chairman. Is he having control over the board chairman? The engineer maker say, I say abandon. Apart from the fact that Mr. A.B. so Mama hold the public office for 5 years, which I also feel it should be indefinite. So forever, it should not handle anything to do with procurement in Ghana. The board chairman then and the board members, must also be held liable because their actions and inactions has brought the nation to this stage, which has embarrassed the nation. Because Ghana, in the eyes of the outside world, as if we don't have professionals in procurement. Anybody is doing anything in procurement. When you go to roads, when you go to look at Sagrament housing project, it's a disgrace. What are we doing? Into the main fee say people should be held liable. If you are a board chairman, you are a board member, let's say a CEO or mess up in that order, all the board members should be held liable. So punishment, the CEO, the board and the board members must be given twice that. If there's a need, they should sack them.
I see.
It should be a hiring and firing system. People should be moved, and a new one should be brought.
They should be sacked. Board Nina.
Yes, they should clear them because look. So we hear Public Procurement Act now, Act 223. I have my copy before me, but I'm not printing the copy. What it's saying is people who are supposed to be appointed should be professional, should be chartered procurement people with professional background in procurement. But is that the right thing? Is that the truth? Anybody at all can be. Listen, membership of the board. Listen, membership of the board. Act Section 4:1. The board comprises the chairperson, who shall be a person competent. Are you listening?
Me too, pa. Me too.
Competent and experienced in public procurement. Is that what we are seeing? A vice chairperson who shall be elected by members from among their members. Four persons from the public sector made up of a representative of the Attorney General and 3 other persons nominated by the minister. I don't know which minister they are referring to. One of whom is a woman, and each of whom shall have experience in public procurement and be familiar with governmental and multilateral agency procurement procedures. Is that what is happening? 3 persons from the private sector who have experience in procurement. At least one of them is a woman. And who said, what they are saying is they must have experience in procurement. They should be competent enough in public procurement. But say if this is the membership of the board, let's say these things are happening, doesn't mean they have experience in procurement. Are they competent to hold the office? That is why I'm saying they should sack them. Because from this, what has happened, they are not competent, they are not experienced in public procurement. And this should transcend even to the ministerial level. Who your minister in charge of public procurement, and what are you doing? How do you supervise the PPE? There's a minister in charge of public procurement. What is she doing?
But around that time, me dibeja okwan. So we share revelations here. A free charge abaya. From where you sit, what do you know? Contractor, awarded over 4 years in a sole source contract for that matter. Will it be prudent? Say aban better qualify contracts. Na fe ya mu hwehwe mu.
Me the kwa can say aban pa ye mu bi ma ye background in procurement aban hwehwe no engage ye ba bo aban pa na ye me pie me the kana me hu no ye ma ye background chartered procurement fa ya kwa abrochi ko sua de ye ni procurement ejuma project management aban on funny no engagement for a period of time. Like what happened at Snake software Nandi. Because there is no systems and structures in place. Not only on sole sourcing. On restricted tendering there's a problem. On national competitive tendering there's a problem. National competitive tendering is the same thing. PDS a problem. problem, and a whole lot of them look at a contract for say now. Parliament by itself, I didn't see that the number of parliament. Parliament no only procurement fa so much me fair no more stop e nya ko parliament pe no more approve PDS we approve we I did not backfire. So we don't have systems and strategies in place, not only on sole sourcing for the past 4 years. The issue is so huge, say we cannot even restrict it to only 4 years. It can go beyond that. What I say in say there may be one the system and strategies are not there. No. Even today, people are messing up. People are doing things. There are lapses in the system. The ones are weaknesses in the world. Okay. People will capitalize on them.
All right, I'm not seeing offense here.
So,
Medas. Right, man, a procurement analyst. I mean, no, actually, train common. Still on this conversation, Dr. Koja Santi Pumpuni, a senior research fellow, Center for Democratic Development and Corruption Watch. Doc, what's the name of Makwaba?
Hello, good morning. Good
morning. Upon Makwadi.
About committee for.
Well, already Janim Boating, PPACU, and I can say, Nejuma Wayano, or my peniche say, what terminate Ejumano. Masem said, is this a good move by the president and the government for that matter? Rabumpuni.
No, me that's it. I think first, I see a book, Manase, Abaso, say, Ejuma. Why no ya na me kase go for refuse or a very young man could go out here out me yes edjuma no enya sem ketwa nti omo yes edjuma ne de aso man no it me bomb abaso no omo protect you all the time because omo ya man
yeah
it's also important Sraj to me an investigation now or he find this no to that no I recommend this or recommending and so now man penny take his swift decision to make sure say he friends a position no or terminate it. It's no dear I think say very important. It's the first thing that should happen now. Yeah, no na ese na because in some na mo dia betu dwa no no bebre onu ma ese ehwehwe mu mo na say the sika bi na illegally obi etimi pull it together na ya etimi attach ya there na ya etimi there development enti ho nsem no any criminal part no because fashions bebre esi was that case him or osha as a racket no be aye and that say because of the position not no and or the yes I know or the fafa sika nti esi ehwemu na ehwe say accounts no be a big cry be near be wa boche there in na esi set me ka the won see sika akodimu a yet ba chi ade.
Na say mitiewa uhu money laundering be ewom sa doc.
Oh yes. No dear, no crampo dear. Mo kra because normally no so we use bank. Who travel kra na say also ko dollars and na dollars we go account. If we busa wasem. E wo krom ha say. It's then na obi politically exposed person, a man appointment within months will be account. Be account within months now was starting big amounts of money into the account. Immediately now Obebusa say okay because super chrono sanka or steady a year before crown or baby take appointment now. Kaweka say the juma or year near the no say in a every month in tenyu but share amount now more canodia should immediately raise a red flag. Just a bank normally bank under the anti-money laundering act would have sent a report to FIC would also look at it almost force the BB or Hodman that they will send it to CID and IOCO. And what happened there between 2017 and 2019 as somebody's account, the personal account, or politically exposed person, no no report, nothing. Until say Manasi be exposure until say Yebinas until say BB happens. And see, as you come back near Coruscant, how did it happen? Nana make no sense. Kebi honum na say was illegally acquired. Because the whole constitution more strike power say the show was a declaration. Na say you are must say any assets and na say wealth. Na say what me explain here. It is deemed to be illegal and will be confiscated. A constitutional provision. If as a strategy, their finding was that won't me explain how the money came into. Or more satisfied that there was no explanation for it. That money is illegal. And should be treated as such.
But Doc, one who said, sir, political influence, yes, is here now. Moving forward and per lessons, as I say, you free, sir, revelation, yeah, charge the other today. What are the lessons? How do we cure our political influence in some of these appointments, Doc?
Well, the point, they started right from campaign. And I say, the way monetize politics, it just creates more motivation. So be yes, the way we choose leaders. The way recently a survey by the conform so Jessica and so Yadian Toma, but all kinds of Jessica now. That means Obacobacco Pep, so Busan Obacco Pen or Babiches, Sassacana, or yeah, over now I just say a taxpayers money now on my tries on be used to recoup on more investment. It has a share campaign financing laws. Near share the way politics, internal politics, monetization, primaries, so the all share primaries. A year corruption watch for year primaries, then comfort church, Yoma. Nina, no, why never be as a cano. Oh, it is the anxious annual manner, corruption, they will continue. Now, of course, once you are in the institutions of state now, a constitution has set your map, taxpayers' money, yeah, dear, a bomb or more fan share. So man your majuma and the man has to bet my 100 investigations. Bibia
free mumba.
Oh, it's no think a scratch and yet findings here and case and the most since 2019. Oh, and no dear, I think a very, very important there was a 4 institutions Yoko FIC, a special prosecutor say a day or more year to make sure some prevent corruption. Because my parents say me, and even before I did happy, Auditor General had already started looking at it. Other institutions were until what happened. And then after that, and the Yanchi also said, BBC, BBC, because we share projects from my year. SNP has a project because they be because we pay count no. I could do 10% and now 20%, and what on contract no. And now they are more be no also than the experience of it me.
Yeah, but
you know.
But Doc, this same case has been put before the special prosecutor. So So as it stands now, what happens to that case?
Oh, I think it's still there are issues. OSHA procurement breaches, within the special prosecutors remit. Corruption related activities. So procurement breaches, criminal code offences, and social count. And it does not exclude the special prosecutors' powers, to also investigate. At least Straj has given them enough information into obit me at Dwaso. But what might be useful is only Yoko, boom. No, because Yoko will be looking at anti-money laundering, but it be at the same facts and obey useful. It's rather than say, by different resources, only boom. Not just more resources. I'm with our partner there is not off yet because so intentionally ultimately alter decision of a first technical board, no, a board technical committee on friends a restricted tendering at the end. That's a criminal offense under the procurement. So there are many criminal offenses that need to be looked at that should be pursued. See, I think say agenda say lessons be there share procurement PPA honoman katano. Say the omu processes are CPO. You know, it's no necessary it to come. They make sure say okay, yes. Nipa bako and yet me exposing no, but then a system no allow no more to me and your man
But Doc, finally, with regards to Nsem me say what expectations moving forward from institutions be to say Yoko Financial Intelligence Center. What are your expectations, Doc?
Well, I think say this should not be the final issue, because more powers, to review institutions or more processes. Say BBA, but say I suppose BB no. I think that they should also pursue it. Normally, who say a day what went wrong, because the executive no pursue in the election year near one. Ebiana executive is motivated to push it, but ideally no, bibisa abano esi ehwehwemu ne hu se ebet mesi ano sa na nsi biomu, but why never be yes adwuma no, because the person now person as well adwuma no person be issue about affecting the election. The charge should continue, because issues now about out, raising very serious concerns about corruption, no more original mandate. It's yes, almost institutionally, then these steps to me and reveal it until say BC say the other BC. It's maybe there. I hope say if they are more courage now, they should continue to follow the case. No my report says these are the federal reforms and revisions to our procedure. For example, I make a proposal say say a board technical committee or PPA a review application for a friends restricted tendering. Normally, we application it will indicate companies are a proposal for restricted tendering. Their profile there. It's this talent company, more board of directors and I said shareholders. It will show.
Yeah.
Is it that on the form, they don't include those things during the review. It's just a form, no question.
Okay.
They review. It is those kinds of system checks, and then they make sure say nobody to be my excuse to say I wasn't aware.
Dr. Pumpuni, I know what's in the
Yo, that's it.
Okay. Dr. Koja Santi Pumpuni, a senior research fellow, Center for Democratic Development, CDD, and a Corruption Watch, and a and Komono. Well, and a place, we must send this car, a Vodafone cash, and I may come for the amount, a free. Enti se uni Vodafone chepa pebiana peya na dial *110# and one no sika dodo bia be send bia no free enti share so sa me charges bia in so Vodafone so the future is exciting. Ready UMB say bomodin na se ne se ne memo aye den no opesika na de twitwa ho in less than 48 hours 150,000 Ghana cedis betimi aye wo dia wo ya banjuma enim kwa dia we your friend controller loan for government workers womo pay efa controller and accountant general's department mudi enie 150,000 Ghana cedis in less than 48 hours na fe odi atwitwa ho dan no apese usiwie ana apese otu free no outim no ko pe be fufu tena kan no ayeda na apese osesa no a UMB ene ma sa akwanye na womu wi a womama bosome mako aduanan wotwe 48 months na odi atwatwa nkakra collateral bia ni ho yenje japade bia mfansi awowa enti hyene so sa na Bowra UMB branch bia in fact Ghana ha were over 36 branches across the country enti Bowra emu bia na uduru ha pe asem bisa ba akomi enu miensen no ano no ya usika no abeto account mu uni account ewo UMB kura no a sa kwanya yi eda ho ede mawo enti se wo penchire mu na wa asem bisa bia frɛ 0302633988 and 0800-100-880 and here toll free 0800-100-880 to me so WhatsApp 0266-024 020-400 0266-020-400 UMB we value you more we be do me kwakwa dukumi atrase sanso ena na ekua champoma asafo adu enso so atrase na ansa na memo makwa aba no ma memba driver fo nyina aba so driver adwuma na fam onsam yenu nyina ye busy onan yenu nyina ye busy na wani no ason etwa kwa benkum na etwa kwa nimfa na ehweten unya ye mfom so kakra bi pe obi di nesan abesan enti se wo se driver ni tisti echi a aya fo buo ma no se driver adwuma no na fam but se wo se driver no driver na ni age ni ti na deda no kon hwi wo to nwuma na eye biribintia Star Assurance Policy wadi aba ama driver for no emu da ho oya driver na wo Star Assurance Policy enya dia wo ha okra akwanhia no nya towa no na Star Life wom se yenie na womu ejina wachi enti ope kwan abe obefa so asan gina wo nan so biom enya kwanhia no kra se o ye driver ni se bia nsuo na ayiriwo eja ana ahye wo niema ana so motor accident ana se esan bia betu bia no Star Life ana Star Assurance ena eba begina wachi enti koso a na kope Star Motor Policy ene ya na ebeboa pa Star Assurance your solid partner megwaku
CJ awana wen kwa awana
aden
anka omebo ayi mame adwuma ye dio na a driver for nyom no na kwame ampedu na anopa yemfa mo a driver for abaso se de wa sha ase no ne yenko ne sai sanse o munka ho bia eyi
anabatu tutu ne adwuma
oh debi na sa driver for abaso bode en wasem ne yeka
bra adenchin
yesen ye bo driver for abaso so how
for no bo mabaso
wo na tie akua mempe wo sa no ma na o ye no mempe sa de na adenchin
mesremu adenchin mesremu
sije ka sere no adenchin ya no kra echi no
ye bo driver for abaso how mwanwa wo ka
enso ni to
enso to
na nso de kwaso wiase nyina
to tie ya obetra me kodo fufu se de we de ya dem kodo fufu nyina eno no eyebo apa
ena se be bia meti de enso ta me hu
eyebo apa ya na se nyam pasitire
tie o se mamencho science we science and symptoms what is se enso ne to sa na wo condition ma condition no the way si bone sesa etino utimi check air condition no the way the air condition is blowing na or temperature level na at the 16 kwa na itimi tiba na as a weather no a free 16 na above 15 it above 15 is sun about 12 for na go say no
Adom 106.3 Only God can stop us now.
kwaku enie why
adwuma na den nanso emu ode ehia ma abotre sanka shankafu nyina enya abotre e wo yakwan so a CJ a free January edi babesi June na nipa o ma free mu car accident on 1440 something
akra nkwa
Ghana me kwaba from January to June me kwaba ebetimi ato me ebetimi ato bia so onya traka mu pe uye nyame esi nchen a wonkwa ekuta driver iti mama mani na ho ahyenkafo ye bo mabaso no na ye kokko ye bekobro nya abato sa wo ho brebre aboachichide osime de brebre beko Yami Yanina ho. Me pentuma kwa ba befa bia ne mankudu nam. Ebrika hwihwi no doso. Wo bitu se cars be se numa nsia enso
no akoma bom.
Oh, what's my
dear phone?
And no size speed near friend of Pantama, your banner, Jana, you Peter, I will be good. But no, was it? It's time to Nasa, Manacran, and now Porto Crana, can boom say Kim, and one of the deeper.
I'm going to couldn't power.
Many present Americans, I know. Pantama, a man, dear Mumunim. Would you have found a Mamma Mia Baka? I
Biabo Cody.
It was the answer me come quite. Was your chum is not a mechanic.
Talking about your casa.
There's no kind about it. You don't need to tell you. Me minimum.
CJ, and then Sunyamia, we are mobile. Will be Adom 106.3 amaye. And what sign at the Ababe Ura was me for month of November. CJ, a quite no. One way I beca say 80 and then so a sword throw a swire to I'm a binum ama from January at the Bepim and Bebre na you try near you mom said they can if I can't go and see mu a BDA F5 Jassisiemu a BDA fire in Sumu and ra a video be a ye nano quadan soon a toy from Legon car a year in Sono Peja kiosk any pensia no mugumno and ra I shall butcher and umkuno ifun. I will get and ra and you couldn't from Nano Quadano. I shall butcher now. She said, dear, CJ Penny and woman crying in fear and crown. Na said you soon what the one who know your catch was in fear crown. And see what you say, Yame, one year dinny, one year a dinny. Say, oh, I no pay what to me cassa to 29 when you're doing be what to me a d to me a dim commo journey necessary soa ebusia enye ebia die bi ahode bi sense so or some papa bi ana no kura bi a wedding tia ka nyina de bad notes Adom any homobro Adom ne homobro on this note mamencha assembly woman of Anko how your friend Dili Said. Ajia Dili Said. Nani da ho e kwada so nti nyanwa. Na mamencha mrahye bedwane o trobo. Moses anim. Why then? Mecha no. Adan. O say why bibi. Na wadwi na besimi. Da bi wosi Dili nani da ho. Kira say adwuma wo ye no obo adwuma wani aso. Na Moses anim so de no ono so ne citation e dan. Na citation no dey na wo Debbie some media me no so twem ho kwaku ne akua befremo nkrata no obi an yini die wo mu ye egu ha na afi yes unwuma na bedi wachi what you say intino me chia no so hwe no ye adwuma pa eye so hwe na adwuma na wo ye no so enya eye
Vivo smartphones, stunning design, superior quality, Pan-African savings and loans. Bella Aqua Active, Dura Plus, where Dura Plus goes, water flows. Latex from your partner for life. Vodafone, the future is exciting. Ready? Nafi Agbeve Herbal Center, Wayarisa. If he Asaba Menano, Asaba Menano, we are Juman Mami, we are, where's your bunting? We are Juman Mami. Asabonti, Manumo. Send out to me, do hands free, no, she was. Now, Jina Kwan, Honaosa. Yamfa daily graphic and chance and Sanya. Daily graphic, never anymore, or the Funibia Barbetua. Now, if when you know that one, Tiawa, Eddie Kayasro, watch or say COVID-19 is real. Wear your mask. CJ said your mask no man for fanya you. One man for fanya. But Kwaku says Ghana COVID cases no asan pejana mu. Ona montia mask no jai. One man for fanya. Make I say na watwe wie na no fiada ene doctor Kubo twetwe nkomo. Wasinka be ya. Sanka aha ye tipa nke betimi a na nke biebie window. Na mframa na mu wase condition nye. Enye enclosed.
sabe wobi homi ejinam wobi bowa ejinam sabe obi ta ejinam enye
kwaku enye at this point anase enye kura
at this point esan se baby e ho nwunu no emo ani nya hoden ho e na ade ehu no so ne se sije ensu ahya ase atutoi wo hu se ewiem koye nwunu a eno so wa asema e de beba na de wo mu nyina ne se o se e boy ho ban etiene Ghana Health Service de small ba betudwa o se non compliance with safety protocols second wave COVID-19 likely. It is second wave now. Say, okay, baby, say lockdown as baby.
Oh yeah, maybe it's Denmark,
Germany for lockdown. One more year. Italy for Oshe, one more. Kroni bebre swa. One more year. France for a year. Just say one.
Ghana, you did agro. You did agro. As antimantem swafo. As antimantem swafo. Simon or Semensan were there to Gano. Was you on one new cronan when me I am? Etuwa winim se basa adwenboni wo trim se afia bato wo pesa wo de ba na de woja momu ba na de ntokwa ba na sakra no so ahini na bente sa wo chewa waso any time wo de ba so sonsemfon so eni nti nsema wo de ba was we would deal with troublemakers asantimantem na neyi wo de wonsem atodwa enne de obokrata ye friend say daily graphic ensem bika ho wo de aba mountain
Yemfa GT Ghanaian Times entwa so na no pay wode owura eje ne mboaten eje ebi eje ne mfoni no de abeto asem PPACO and they say ne ho ensem abaye deja wo mamu a chese ene o mampani wapam no so wonkro eno emu asem eno no na wono so ye de ne ho amane aba ne nsem ni nyina no ye kruchire ede egu katafeto so edu emienu ena no pay GT Ghanaian Times ebo ho amane na de di obiem eye Peace Council dwam training ya papa Emmanuel Asante Bishop and wade to dwai and was say emabunu ye keka kono yenima ne yakro yenima ne yakro yesremo adawroma enne abatuo no enche bia se akase 35 days.
Yes.
35 days wo ye hwena no he ye che say yes September mu ne etroso da mi
November
sorry November and then etroso da mi nu de eden ya bebe ko sisi yi
na ze aka bosome ne nefuo num
35 days
bosome ne nefuo num
we kura so 30th nintia nje yes adia ene eba ne sadia o se emeburu no mo hwemu yie mo mamanwofo no kwan wo mo de wo mo nyaaya ne nko mo de mo bagura to pressa o mo nkoko so commotion wa ha na mo akọ na mo aye no mo de mo peso wo mo nya no na wo mafa ho ede anya nanso so esa mo anso mo daache nti mo daache ene se Ghana obi amebra ma obi enti mo hwe ena mebunu no amanwofo na afa mo anya dwuma bia
ekwe asembi hamen abribia ya ye kasije ena emabunu ena mohwe na amanwofo anhwem kutupa no ankoye boni nti amanwofo nti ebo mu so dia ya ho mre ya ha ho
da bi se wo no ene wonso nti ase adwuma no nso de wo so ode ye no ho akade na ahwehwe
adwuma no ye de dom na ye
adwuma no ye dom na ye
asam na me kanon nti ma
da bi se okasa amanwofo no mra ne ba okasa amanwofo ne mra
tobo
na se wo fa himfo na nkonko ye adwuma
ye me kano enye se eyi wode dom ena ekoya na ayi meka de bia ye bo amanwofo din se na mohwe na ma ya nhyem kutupa manko ye basa iti de bia ye mo amanwofo din se na de bia na amanwofo na amanwofo wo bia ka duru election na mohwe mu ye na amanwofo afman ko ye basa nti wo mo mre
kwaku se ene ye ka se baabi adom wo bia nso no ya na pintin entampa ho seje se over the weekend wo hunu ye bia wo se Fulani fo se program bi wo nofo baabi kwaku wo video no
ne me
Rebecca ene Eliasu wo de videos bi mo hweye just because Fulani for program be a woman ye invite former president John Dramani Mahama wako kasa wase na yes Savannah region one also regional minister no enso ne dom course wo ko program ne bie adentina kanema mpani JDM ewase na regional minister no so ene ne dom so wo so eba Fulani for program na se bi enye no nyame ne fafie nyame ne fef wo de videos na wo mo de baaye no se wonya bra pebi na hwe emema kentina wam na wodwene ho a wonte ase wo che se wo mo toto wo mo nsabasa enti ba bia dom wo bia no ya na vinti ni penti
asemi a woken tobo yewo asemi a ebia yesi ebeka so asemi edie wo ye ho hwe nyi na se wo bia badwumedi ase na obi nso ba ho wo sementi ase mebu afu sabi ejimi
na we hwen we eni hwen enti ni nyina kwanso no enti no ene ye ka no peace council dwemtreni ena wotu emebunu furo enti abusua ye nyina ye fa ebeboa ye nyina amaga na somdwe na no Nigeria fo ka wo mo kakra hwe akra hwere wo mo nkwa hwada ye sisi ye enne ansa na ubetimi akase Nigeria den a wo ma luzu niema bi enti ye to o mai mu no se ye hwe obi kuro ho obi kutwa ho ne famia ye kuro ne ehunu se kwame ahen ye wa hen ye ne ho hwesa ene asa keke kan ho asa ese bi enti sijem de
kwaku madam ase
yes we da wase se e ko pram
straight
hen fan man fman ko no akwatia enti pram de emeko
akwatia kra ye san wo ho nyame aduma yawada
Adem
ya wade ye
bobi ametia no pay ya me lobby SNS debate mo fan kwachia sebe ya ekwanfu
ballot box Adom TV
CJ mame kama mesro mani abre se wo fatwe akwan no so a wo free afijase etwam akọ eye nsuta na wo duru banko ekunu mo na ho sede ho sitie na wo hwe mountains no eye VIW anase e friends VIP VIP kasi sasaso na ekwa
na hazi de VIW ena haza ka de mountain
tie me say se wo hwe eye VIP buses no esaso na ekwa be 10-15 no na hwe se de sa kwan no tie ne tibia mu tie entiji se etena wa ma ebi komuntum ansana yakohwe atweakwan no nso so aye
ekwa mekọ
me ni bresem intimsraw wo next debate no fafa ho mame mesra wa me pesam no benya sem e wo show yi so makraw
ana bia tampo masa fo du ne obidin bi kwakwadu kumi and I did a bon kata na poso ede ebre sharing so Vivo smartphones, stunning design, superior quality, Pan-African savings and loans, and a Bella Qua Active Duraplus, where Duraplus goes water flows, latex from your partner for life. Vodafone, the future is exciting. Ready? And Agbeve Herbal Center Wayarisa Efi Omadaroma and almost as cinema did a bon kata na poso no. Yeah, de ebre wo but say upesika krabia obetimi enya besia ombema obesia ma odi atwatwa ho na fei wetimi edu sika to ho a wo how bia emma ho a advanced Ghana savings and loans we are seeing na wo mo aman be ye enkono so Ghana house so wo mo 20 branches and ankran house so branches be bi wo no mebobo so e de akyerewo enti bra na wo sika sem ho tutu nyina no ye nhwe na ye nsiesie emfama loans and deposits and financial services ni nyina no Advanced Ghana savings and loans and I make for the amount and cry share advance a check wine Accra Newtown Malamata market wa and I feel Kaishi Agbubuloshi Teshi Ashaiman Dakuman Kaneshi and Afi Madina say what's in Bisana Openche Mubia to free number 0800 355 355 0800 355 355 Advanced Ghana stronger together. The latest from the world of sports. The maestro.
CJ, good morning.
Abrantewe. The maestro.
CJ, good morning.
Fantastic. Bibi aboko.
Bibi is solid pa.
Nice. Nice.
So John so.
Nice.
Top name me bad. Me bad.
And I quite point to there.
Solid pa. CJ bola for home. No so ya brante. CJ no what the two form.
Mini pebi or Justab Hospital.
Okay.
Ewo Kaswa.
Okay.
Your friend no appear chum down so.
Okay.
Na wase wo feel Adom Sports pa.
So feeling pa. Feeling pa.
Appear chum down so. Atokwa amena. Atenen mini papa
Oh, sir.
na so na den but mini papa no enti mente no e krado bema o e krado
Bibi Adom
all right, more fire.
Number one.